9 a.m. in the Mile High City on this Friday, November 7th, 2025. Good morning, Denver, Colorado. You've tuned in to the Jeff and Bill Show. News Talk 710 KNUS. Flight delays happening all across the country. 10% of flights have been canceled. Result as an order coming from Secretary Duffy that there needs to be flights reduced in order to keep the airlines safe, the flights in the air, all that happening over the country. We need to make sure that those remain safe, so they're going to cut 10%. But, Bill, did the election on Tuesday, in your mind, just entrench the sides?
Yeah, I think it did. That's a good observation. I think it did. Yeah.
That's what's coming out of the New York or the Wall Street Journal. Their headline saying, Democrats don't mind your flight delays. Chris Murray of Connecticut mused to Axios, I think it would be very strange if on the heels of the American people having rewarded Democrats for standing up and fighting, we surrendered without getting anything for the people we've been fighting for. Is that an admission that this is all just utilizing leverage in order to try to advance progressive policies so they will make you feel the pain if it means they get to advance their progressive policies? Or was the election a mandate to stand strong against Trump?
On a side note, can we just at least, I know we're going to disagree probably on some stuff a lot during this hour, which again, welcome to the show. If you haven't paid attention, this is kind of what happens. But can we just agree that may have been one of the stupidest things for a lawmaker to say after that election, as far as how he phrased it and the words that he used? I read that quote and went, really? Nobody helped you out with this? Did you come out with that all on your own? Because that's phenomenally stupid. And what it is the idea of they rewarded us with it. Shut up. What it should have been is the results were a reflection of the pain that America is feeling because of, and then you blame Big Orange Man in the White House and GOP, and then saying that's why we are basically, we have steeled ourselves and we are ready to fight harder than ever for the American worker to make sure they don't lose in whatever your points are. That's it. Rather than that we were rewarded. Who's the communications in charge of that office? Because you suck. You're really, really bad at this. And if he thought of that all by himself, you're really bad at this.
Oftentimes trying to control these guys
is
a challenge.
That was a really bad answer. He had so much opportunity to lay out so many other things, and he decided to just go and just poop on the ground. It was awful.
Well, the Wall Street Journal editorial board saying, you Americans languishing on the tarmac for hours could take heart. Your suffering is an assist to the Democratic brand. You may miss Thanksgiving this year when you see that red canceled notice on the departure board, but rest easy. You helped the Democrats stir up their voting base for the 2026 midterms. Democrats are also suddenly nonplussed about lapsing food stamp benefits or government-subsidized preschool. Democrats declare that these are cherished national priorities anytime the GOP suggests reforms for better incentives or the most modest spending restraint. We've got about 125,000 people, mamas and babies in Massachusetts, that get food assistance, said Senator Elizabeth Warren during the potential shutdown of 2023. Come on, this is baby formula. You remember that? Remember when they all brought out the baby formula?
Oh, yeah.
We could fill a book with such Democratic laments, the Wall Street Journal says, but now they don't mind. If a program stops, it can help get the Democrats elected. All right, join the conversation. Man, those flights, I've got family members traveling right now. Flight chaos unfolds as shutdown hits day 38. It's the headline out of Fox this morning.
Jeez.
And what did the election on Tuesday do?
It rewarded Democrats. And it rewarded them. Yeah. It gave them wind in their sails. I would submit, and maybe you will agree or disagree with me, that if it was more of a shellacking of the Dems, they would be looking for the off-ramp. But because of this win, they think they have the wind at their back and they want to use this as momentum to continue this into the midterms. And I think on the other side, Republicans do not want to show to their base that they will collapse and give in to the Democrats because they're afraid their base will then punish them for that, saying, why do I need you anyway if all you're going to do is agree with the Democrats? So I think that, this has probably just made both sides more intractable. This is great. This sucks.
Join the conversation, 303-696-1971, or text us on the Dan Caplis Law text line, 720-819-5115. Now it's time for News and Comment with Blake Olson.
Blake Olson.
Blake Olson, News and Comment.
Hey, good morning. It is Friday, 44 and mostly cloudy. You got sun peeking out there here and there in different parts of town. Expecting a high of 64 today. News sponsored by Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning at 303-777-1234 to learn more about special savings opportunities on Lennox equipment. Our top story.
I'm actually traveling in 2 weeks, and I'm worried about there's going to be some lines.
If you're heading out to DIA, you may be in for a headache as the FAA starts to make cuts at 40 big airports across the country. 4% of flights will be cut today, and that percentage will increase every day until it hits 10% next week. There have been more than 800 flights canceled and over 1,000 delayed. The Senate is set to vote today on a measure that would end the Schumer shutdown. Stay tuned. The death toll in the UPS plane crash in Louisville has risen to at least 13. 9 people still remain missing as crews search the debris. All right, to Mile High last night. Throwback unis, 70s and 80s unis, and early 90s. And here we go.
Blocked. Kick is blocked. And Denver's going to get the ball in great position.
Yeah, that was the biggest play of the game.
The biggest play of the game. The biggest play of the game was the guy using his face mask to block a punt.
Yeah! Use your face mask.
That is the perfect way to describe the game last night. Biggest play, dude gets a ball to the face.
That's
great.
right. Exactly. Uses his face mask. That is, and you can hear the call. I mean, it was like, it's just a mundane play here. But huge play.
He came
JL
through
Skinner.
like untouched, just went right there. He was right up in the punter's grill. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to get in there. You just can't rough him. Can't rough him or take him off. You don't want any more flags. There were plenty of those last night.
Yeah, seriously.
Right?
Even
JL
the announcers were like, and another flag. It was like every play. And another flag. And another flag.
Exactly. But a win is a win. That's 7 straight victories, 10-7 over the Raiders. And how about that defense?
3rd and 12. There's another one. Right on cue. Nick Bonito. They come at you from every direction.
Yes, they did. Bo Nix, rough night, 2 interceptions. The offense was off. But once again, 6 sacks for the defense. And here's head coach Sean Payton. His team is 8-2.
Too many penalties on offense that put us in a hole. And in that, I got to be better also. But good win. Questions now.
Yeah, coach.
All right. And Kansas City getting ready for them coming up in about 10 days. So that was an ugly win, but it was a win, and it was a win for the fans because the uniforms were outstanding. U.S. Marshals have brought former NFL receiver Antonio Brown back to the U.S. to face attempted murder charges. He was arrested in Dubai. Brown is accused of opening fire outside a celebrity boxing event in Miami in May. He gets into trouble a lot and used to always get into trouble while he was playing. Love Sydney Sweeney, man. This young lady is awesome. GQ's Catherine Stoffel asking dumb lefty questions.
But the risk is that, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues and feel like, I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like, that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Gosh, the libs are insufferable. So there's two things I have wrong with that. And Bill, I'm going to give you a tip of the hat on this. Because since I've gotten into talk radio, which wasn't my career until the last year and a half,
you turned to the dark side.
I've come to appreciate how people do interviews. And what I learned from you and doing this job is just be really direct with a question, right? I listened to that lady bounce around. She should have said, "Are you a racist?
Yeah.
Are you a racist? Was this ad racist?" And
exactly.
Yeah. Or your comment to people that say this ad is racist. What do you say to them?
Yeah, what
Easy,
do you say
direct.
to people that say that this ad's racist? Exactly, because when you're interviewing people, I think people really like direct questions. Like, you sit there and you're just trying to guess as to what this lady's actually trying to ask you. And, like, you could see it in Sydney Sweeney's face where she's like, wait, what are you, like, you're just you're dancing around. Just be direct with me. Like, what do you want to know about me? But then, two, for all of us listening, just get to the point. And then number three, libs are just insufferable people. There was not a racist ad. It was a joke that she's a supermodel and has good genes. That was the whole point. No one was getting in there going, white people are the ones who could. No, she's a supermodel. And libs have a hard time with that, too. The fact that there is just objective beauty in the world. They can't, they clearly, liberal women don't embrace it themselves.
What do you think, Bill?
I think for me is that I thought it was much ado about nothing, and I do believe, and I think there are people on both sides, but I would put the much larger group on the liberal side of the political spectrum that are, I don't know how to say it, but they have made outrage their profession. And so they are always looking for something to be mad at. And I think that's what it was, is that, and I've had conversations with a number of younger people, some of my kids' friends, the idea that if your filter is when you are looking at something, whatever that is, if it's an advertisement, a TV show, a movie, a product on the shelf, whatever it is, if your first filter is this offensive or how am I offensive, you're missing the point of the communication, the product, the service, whatever it is. There's something else going on there that's your worldview. And I disagree with people that say that I need to react to their worldview based on their filter. And here's a really, really, really direct example. And this is crazy. Got into a really serious debate that ended nicely with someone that's probably 20 years younger than I am over, wait for it, Lauren Boebert's Halloween costume. And this person was really offended by it. And
was it a state senator? Because
no.
they demanded an apology.
Yeah. No, not at all.
White male state senator down in Pueblo.
Apology. I'm
What's
like,
apologies?
It was, and the reason was and I looked through it, and I what I talked to them about was that what I have seen over the course of the arc of history gives me a different filter and a different perspective on what you find as offensive, and holding me to your standard is offensive to me. That's not it. That we can. I think there are some universal things about the idea of using the N-word in certain areas and stuff like that. But because of your life experience, holding me to your conclusions is incorrect. And so we had a difficult conversation. Eventually, they said, "Oh, Okay, so we can agree that there is some level of offense possibly going on in that Halloween costume, but you don't see it as being offensive as I am. Like, no, not at all, because of where I have come from and what I have seen. And I would say I could bring up examples. And what I did is I brought up examples from when I was a kid saying, you'd light your hair on fire if you saw this today. And so you have to understand where things are.
No, so Bill, this is a really important conversation.
I like this.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do this.
The notion that like things change with time. Okay,
yeah, they do.
Can we stop using the N-word across
in everything?
Across it. Because here's what's weird to me. Like, imagine you're like a 12-year-old boy right now.
Yeah.
And you're born into a world that you learn certain people based upon their skin color can use a word, and other people based upon their skin color can't use a word. And you go, okay, well, why is that? You go, well, because of all this systemic, terrible slavery and Jim Crow and terrible. You go, wow, that is terrible stuff. Okay, so I can't use that word. But then they can. Does it perpetuate the differences between people?
Ooh. That's a good one. Now, the thing is that I still say that based on the amount of melanin in your skin, there is a gradient as to how much you can use the N-word. And I think there is only because some of us, myself included with a real pasty face, used it in a prejudicial manner and used it as such a way to denigrate people.
I agree. I agree that it was. It was 100% used in a racist, denigrating way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And I think their community has taken it back.
But why not just go, you know what, we're not going to use it anymore. It was done in a degrading way. It was done terrible. But it's got to be so weird. I just think we just continue to perpetuate these distinctions that I wonder if they're helpful.
Yeah, this is the thing is I'm okay with it, how they use it, how it's used colloquially. Here's where I think that it creates somewhat of a problem and keeps it alive as far as a word that is off limits inside of our society is when it is used in things like popular songs and movies and other things. I think that when you look at the use of the N-word and stuff like Django Unchained is very, very different than using it in a song in popular music. And I think that if you are going to make a song that is going to appeal to everybody and you're going to include the N-word in there, then what do you think is going to happen when you're on stage in front of a mixed audience? Can only some of that audience sing your lyrics back to you? And that's where I have a question about why you're using it at that point. And then if you're going to use it in that type of song lyric and you're going to be using it in a positive manner, can you then be mad when someone else you may disagree with based on the melanin in their skin uses it? That's where I have a real problem, where I think that we need to figure that line out. That's where I think that we're not being really good with it.
We're coming up with these calculations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. You got a certain amount of melanin in your skin. Say it. Oh, you don't? Oh, fire. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going, it just perpetuates these differences. Just at some point, I think it's a derogatory term. I think it's terrible. I don't think it should be used. Yeah. And I think that should be I think it was a part of a shameful moment in American history, world history. We overcame it. We fought a war over it. Be done with it. We're moving on.
I really wish that we could, and I would hope at some point we can. And I think that where you're correct on this is as long as a certain part of the community continues to use it as a positive term, but saying nobody else. And again, we understand why nobody else uses it. That does create a difference, and that creates a problem. And I do think that it perpetuates some of the problem and some of the differences. However, I do think some of this might be solved if maybe in America sometime we would have an open, honest conversation about race, about slavery, about and somewhat own it as a country.
I feel like we have.
No, I don't.
We always say that.
Sweeney.
I don't think we have.
Like everything's race obsessed. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, I don't think we've ever had an honest one because it's never equal. Because my college roommate said one time about the N-word, he's black, and he says, the problem is, man, it just feels good saying it to my friends, And then it's like the F word. I mean, you don't want to say the F word, but man, sometimes for whatever reason, It just feels good.
Does it ever?
Yes.
Right? Love that word.
It just,
I love how close we're dancing to the line of losing our jobs.
I know. I love this.
Hey, it's game show time. It's Friday. I thought you guys needed a little game show.
I love that.
Before we head off into the weekend. Tomorrow morning at 10, CU Buffs at West Virginia. I call it the John Denver Championship. So what's better?
That's great.
Take me home, Country Road, West Virginia. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. What do you think's better?
Can I call an audible and say, thank God I'm a country boy? John
Oh, there you go.
Okay, yeah, you can throw the
I
curveball.
figured you may say that. You can call an audible.
Yeah. For me, it's
good read.
For me, it's Country Road because Rocky Mountain High is in the wrong octave. Hard to sing. It's way up there. It's way up there.
Really?
Much easier. Take me home, Country
That is
Road.
a good point.
Yeah, much better sing-along song. And here's the crazy thing: the fact that you use that, my friend.
Yep, you win. By the way,
Thank you. Do I get what's behind curtain number 3? And maybe I could go with Monty Hall. Okay, thank you.
Continue though. I want
it's
to hear
probably
it.
a life supply of turtle wax.
I was going to say it's a word you can't say on the radio.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. It's turtle wax.
So weird thing. Just got back from a trip to Ireland. That song, "Take Me Home, Country," super popular. Almost every bar we saw, the Irish singer, because again they have all sorts of local buskers and singers. The Irish singer inside the bar was doing that song, and everyone in the bar is singing it. Do you know how odd it is to hear people with a strong Irish accent go, "West Virginia"? That is a weird thing. And what I mean by everywhere, there was one night where we walked 5 blocks and heard that song in 3 different bars. In 5 blocks.
That's great.
It is one of the most popular songs to be sung by drunk people in Ireland. Just saying.
That's awesome.
Gentlemen, speaking of good old country boys.
Yes.
There's a big day happening this Tuesday, the 11th, and I'm going to take us down a little bit here. But normally, at this point in the show, we'd be hearing from Jeff Hildebrand.
Yes.
Jeffrey passed away on October 15th. And I want to take a moment just to read his obituary, because if you want to come honor him, you can join us on Tuesday, the 11th at 1 p.m. at Cherry Hills Community Church in the Dixon Chapel. But by the way, did you guys know this? His name was George.
I had no idea.
Jeffrey Hildebrand.
I had no idea.
79 years old, born September 4th, 1946. Well, was welcomed into heaven with that phrase we all want to hear, right? Well done, good and faithful servant. On October 15th, 2025, he was born in Kansas City, Kansas, to Floyd and Peggy Hildebrand. He was a graduate of Ruskin High School and attended Southwest Missouri State and Columbia School of Broadcasting.
He went to Southwest Missouri State.
He did.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
Do you have a connection
Love
there?
that place. Oh, I've been there for a football game.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Good, great place. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Served in the Army National Guard and later as a volunteer firefighter and EMT. Wow. He married Luann, who was always in the show or in the studio with him. She would drive him here. Wonderful, beautiful,
nicest woman.
Nicest young young lady.
Yeah. And what I loved is every once in a while I would catch their conversations back in the pit behind us as they were prepping, and they still loved each other deeply. They were still teasing each other. They were still being cute. It was adorable to watch. They behaved as if they had just started dating 3 weeks ago. It was amazing.
The couple had 2 children, Aaron and Andrew. He worked in radio and television for nearly 60 years, starting his career at KWBB and KFDI in Wichita. In 1977, the family moved to northern Kentucky. When Jeff took a job at WLW Radio in Cincinnati, he transitioned to WLWT Television, where he worked as an assignment editor, broadcast producer, and promotions producer. In 1994, Jeff took a job at Stars Encore, located in Denver, where he would join the Western Channel as a producer. In this role, he got to live out his cowboy dreams, creating content, telling the stories behind the story of Western television and movies. He interviewed TV and movie cowboys and cowgirls, stuntmen and women, musicians and historians. He won numerous awards for his work promoting and keeping alive Western TV and movie tradition. Jeff merged his talent for rhyme and passion for Westerns and began writing cowboy poetry. He was named True West Magazine's best living. She's here!
She's here.
Luann's here.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi.
Oh,
she brought us donuts. We didn't even plan
oh, my
this.
gosh. No way.
Wow.
This is so cool.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome.
howdy, young lady.
Oh, so
We're
nice to
just
see you.
reading all about Jeffrey here. We didn't know his name was George. Can you
I had
come
no
in
idea.
and would you come grab a seat? Hey, Danny, get up here.
Yeah, come grab a seat.
We're
Yes.
gonna put Luann on the.
Oh, my gosh.
This is a gift to us. Here.
Cool.
Get Luann on. Okay. This falls down a little bit, but we'll get it there. Oh,
Whoa.
you might just need to hold it up there
Okay.
for a
Yeah.
second.
There we go. And the mic's on. Yeah.
Well, hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks.
we're telling people about the memorial coming up.
All right.
So
Good.
hopefully we got a number of text messages from folks sending their condolences to you.
Great.
That was such that Jeff was such a wonderful man, and they enjoyed his poetry every single Friday, and they miss it. So you're doing okay?
I am doing okay. Thank you for asking.
I know you lost your best friend.
That's right.
How are the kids and grandkids doing?
Well, they're doing okay. We've been real busy, planning
Yeah.
the service, and going to be Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, Cherry Hills Community Church, Dixon Chapel,
Right, 1
November
o'clock.
11th, 1 p.m.
1 o'clock.
And you even mentioned here in the obituary that it's going to include maybe some poetry, some
It is.
stuff
It
like that.
is.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh, good.
Dad jokes from
Yeah.
from the grandkids. We had to
That'll be
put
a
some
lot
of that
fun.
in there.
Oh, that'll be a great memorial
Yeah,
too.
it's going to be good. And at the reception, they let us put like 10 big posters around with his poetry on it. So that would
Fun.
be that'd be good.
That'll be good. He was named True West Magazine's best living cowboy poet for 2011 and performed cowboy poetry at Carnegie Hall and on the Great Wall of China, becoming the only man at the time to ever perform such poetry in mainland China. Jeff used his larger-than-life personality, his love of people, and gift for writing poetry to serve his Savior at church throughout most of his life. Most recently at Cherry Hills Community Church. He could be found at the curb in front of the church most Sundays, helping people out of their cars, greeting members and guests alike with a warm smile and friendly hug or handshake. He wrote and performed poetry for the Grandparents Community Group, Sunday school classes, and Manna Cares, the Cherry Hills Food Pantry. He spent his Tuesday evenings working at the Manna Ministry, where he enjoyed greeting families alongside a team of faithful volunteers. 52 years married to Luann, his children Aaron, Brad Sutton, Andrew Rose Hildebrandt, 4 grandchildren, and is it Catesby and Collier Sutton?
Catesby.
Catesby. And then Logan and Lincoln Hildebrandt, and a younger sister, Kathleen Carlton of Springfield, Missouri. What a full life.
Yeah.
What a full life.
Yeah, he had a great
52 years. You all seem to have a great partnership. You were always here together. Did you travel frequently with him when you did his poetry?
After we retired, we were lucky enough to travel several years, and we had a lot of fun. We went to Europe several times and traveled around the U.S. some, and always went to Dallas a lot. That's where our daughter and son-in-law live.
Wow.
So, we were lucky.
You were. Absolutely. A wonderful marriage and partnership and a great family. A friend to us here, but a great disciple and servant of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
And I know he heard that. Well done, good and faithful servant. Luann, thank you for coming by.
Yes, thank
we'll
you.
see you
How special.
Tuesday, 1 p.m. at Cherry Hills Community Church to honor Jeff Hildebrandt.
Yes.
We'll be there.
You're
All
invited.
right. We'll
Thanks,
continue. Everyone's writing.
Yeah, everyone's right.
Rested in peace, cowboy dude.
Oh, it's amazing. How special.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
This is great. All right. And she's already saying hi to my kids in the studio. All right. Do we have Blake anymore? Did we wrap up with Blake?
Blake's here, but we can say goodbye. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Blake, have a good weekend.
Hey, have a great weekend. Hey, since Daniel's in this, is Daniel in the studio?
He is. Daniel, jump on real quick. Jeff,
I need to play him some real
Blake,
quick.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Luann.
Thanks,
we loved
Luann.
working with him, too. We'll see you Tuesday. All right. Get the microphone close.
It's
Okay.
just so funny
Good.
because I have like 1,000 things here, Jeff, right? And this one, this is how God works. He pops this thing up right in front of me, and I said, wait a minute, Daniel's in the studio. Does he? So are his headphones on?
He's on. He's listening.
Okay, here you go, Daniel.
I'm really excited. God has blessed me with the ability to lead a Bible club at my school, too. So I really think that's really cool. And being able to just lead, sense, and pray is just a really beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Pastor Dan. So, Blake, you'll love this. He was going around praying for people at the state cross-country championships for middle school. And then another school invited him over. So he started praying with them. He's like a little chaplain. He was just making his way around praying. It's like we call him Pastor Dan.
Dude, Pastor Dan, you're the man. Pray for me this weekend, buddy.
You got it? Will you say a prayer? All right.
Oh, say a prayer right now?
Yeah, say a prayer right now. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Pray right now, buddy.
Lord, I thank you for all Jeff and Bill and Blake. I thank you for bringing them together and making this wonderful radio show. I thank you for their listeners. I thank you that they're able to spread their ideas and their thoughts through radio, and mostly to glorify you, Lord. Pray for Blake, whatever he's going through his mind right now. I pray that whatever it is, you'll heal it or do whatever. And I pray for just every listener that they will just be happy and continue listening to that radio show. In your name we pray. Amen.
Pastor Dan. It's a gift.
Pastor, that is incredible. Amen, buddy. Have a great weekend. I got to leave, guys. Blake Olson, News Talk, 710 KNUS. That was all.
It'll be breezy and trending a little bit cooler over the next 24 to 48 hours as another front will pass through the region. This front may produce a little bit of snow shower activity in Colorado's mountains of the north, but otherwise just cooler, breezy conditions down here along the Front Range. It'll be partly cloudy. We'll make the 60s today, a bit breezy, low to mid-30s tonight. Brisk winds and cooler, only low to mid-50s Saturday, 20s Saturday night, a cool day, 40s and 50s Sunday. But right back into the 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Meteorologist Don Day in the 710 KNUS Weather Center.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. What a random final hour.
I know. Is this not the best Friday hour ever? It's just random stuff happening. It's kind of what happens at the tail end of your work week. It's, got that last hour and a half, and it's this is weird.
We got Danny leading. Yeah. Pastor Dan's going to lead some prayers.
That was cool.
Thank you, Blake, for teeing that one up. That was awesome. Well done, brother. Danny's smiling ear to ear. People texted in, loving to hear from him. And then that amazing God moment. I mean,
yeah, that is.
You and I were talking about it. It was almost like we weren't planning this at all.
No, not at all. We didn't even know she was coming. We had no idea.
I was planning to read Jeff Hildebrandt's memorial or obituary a little bit later in light of inviting everybody to come this Tuesday, 1 p.m., November 11th, Cherry Hills Community Church, to honor Jeff Hildebrand, who passed away last month. But I go, you know what? I'm going to... So Blake goes into John Denver.
Yeah.
And I go, well, we have this cowboy poet and we're talking. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to take the time right now because I don't want this to feel rushed. I'm just going to take the time and we're going to read Jeff Hildebrand's obituary. And then I look up and his wife.
Dude, you and me both.
It's right there.
Yes, I look up and right out the window. There she is. And it's, again, I talk about all the times that God is going to enter your life, not normally in a huge storm, but like a small breeze. And you have to be open to listen. You have to walk around and be open. And when your eyes and your ears are open, you can see God a lot of places. And that's a God wink. That was one where everything was 100%. Pushed a little bit certain ways to line up everything. That's how God works in our lives on a daily basis. Things like that. It was special. That
was so cool. And she's so sweet.
Oh, she's amazing. 50 plus years together.
52 years together.
Wow.
That takes work.
That does.
That does not
Marriages
happen.
Work. That doesn't happen just because. No.
100%.
That is a team working together. Oh,
family, friends, you are all invited to the Dixon Chapel, Cherry Hills Community Church, 3908 Grace Boulevard, Highlands Ranch, Colorado, on November 11th, 1 p.m. to honor a life defined by love for Jesus Christ and service to those around him, always sprinkled with bad puns and dad jokes.
That'll be great. Now, I don't remember. Does it say how old he was when he passed? We had a text message. I thought in his 80s.
79.
79. Okay, I knew it was close. Okay, there we go. Jeez.
Look great, 79.
Oh,
well, if you're looking for a great place to meet with friends and family, by the way, Sundays, I'm always amazed the Black Eyed Peas there's not an open parking spot. That's how much people love this restaurant. It is quintessential, high quality, Colorado comfort food. That's why we all love the Black Eyed Pea. My son's here begging me take him to the Black Eyed Pea instead of going to school after this. We love this restaurant. There's 8 locations. There's sure to be one near you. Make it a family night. Take them out to eat at the Black Eyed Pea restaurant this weekend. Thanksgiving will be here soon, and you can be thankful you don't actually have to cook if you don't want to. The Black Eyed Pea will be open on Thanksgiving Day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and will be serving all your holiday favorites: roast turkey and stuffing, glazed country ham, slow-cooked pot roast, and your choice of 2 sides. For dessert, choose between pumpkin and pecan pie or the cherry cobbler, perfect for the whole family. And heads up, holiday catering is available if you're doing that family gathering at home this year. Why risk it? You could just swing by and grab some great sides, turkey, all that. Bring it to the family. Black Eyed Pea gift cards are always perfect as well for your spouse, birthday favors, or holiday presents, or as a thank you to someone special. Get them a gift card. My family loves this restaurant, all 3 generations. My parents, we do, and the kids. I know yours will as well. I can get my daughter, my teenage daughter, loves this restaurant almost more than anything else.
Yeah.
She loves the Black Eyed
How hard
Pea.
is it to get a teenager to go, I want to go there and eat the food? You know how that is. Normally it's that eye roll and the fine.
It's never good.
It's always that
They
sigh.
love it. My 12-year-old loves it. In fact, he was at the top of a mountain. We were climbing at 14 over the summer. I got him on video going, I just wish I had some Black Eyed Pea. Go check out
Nice
Black
job.
Eyed Pea. They're great. It's locally sourced maha right here in Colorado. Steve and Michelle are great. All right, we'll continue. You're listening to The Jeff and Bill Show.
Oh, cut my mouth is full. I just got a bite of the donut that Luann bought us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this, Mom. I shouldn't do this. But this is Denver's Talk Leader. We'll be right back. News Talk 710 KNUS. These donuts are great.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. Billy, CNBC. Ready for this?
Yes, I am.
More than 700 U.S. flights ordered to be shut down. 700 flights. At this point, if you're at the airport, you gotta call, in my opinion, a Democrat senator. If you're in Colorado and your flight just got canceled, I mean, look, Gabe Evans, Jeff Hurd, Jeff Crank, Lauren Boebert, they've all voted to open the government. They're all, it's a clean resolution. Just get it open. All this other stuff we're fighting over, we'll get to. We'll give you time. We'll debate it. But if you went to DIA today, you got stuck, that's a call to John Hickenlooper and Michael Bennett, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see it a different, because I see a pox on both your houses because neither side wants to talk to each other. Both sides are saying, do it my way or I'm going to stand here and hold my breath. That's what I'm getting.
The Republicans have voted to open it. They've opened it. Do you want to open the government? Yes. Yes. That Republicans have done that. This isn't a pox on both houses.
Oh yeah, absolutely a pox on both their houses because when the Republicans are out of power, they want concessions to vote for certain things.
Not this time. Right
now.
I
know, but guess what?
I know, but
hang on a second.
And all those flights go on.
But
turn the switch. Republicans are like, yes.
The only reason it's not this time is because they're in power and they're not in the minority. When they're in the minority, they're like, we're not going to do any of this until you do what we need to. Both sides do this when they're out of power. This is how the system is broken at this point. And so a pox on both your houses, because if we get a Democrat into the White House, the Republicans will pull this same stunt. It absolutely will happen. So that's it. Pox on both your houses.
Today,
Y'all
right
suck.
now, Bill, someone went to DIA and found out their flight was canceled. Who should they call?
Oh, they should call everybody. Call both. Why?
Bill, Lauren Boebert has said open the government. She said flip the switch. Let's get it open. Let's get this stuff going.
Yeah, let's get it
Jeff
open
Hurd
only
said
based on. Hang on. Jeff Hurd says flip the switch only if you do it my way. Only if you do it my way. Only if you do it my way. Only if you do it my way.
Just get it open right now, and then everything works out, and you can get on your airplane.
Nope, it's only my way or the highway.
John Hickenlooper and Michael Bennett are stopping that airplane from taking off.
No, for both sides, it's my way or the highway. That's it. And because both sides are being intractable, here we are, and we suffer. That's it. Both sides are using the American public as hostages.
You won't place blame where it deserves to be placed.
I am on both of them. That's where blame is deserved to be placed. On both of them. Yes, they both need to be tarred and feathered. Absolutely. And that's why this will continue to happen.
Why? Because they want to open the government. It's that question. It's that simple. They just want to open the government.
All these arguments could have been made.
All the Democrats said, not unless I get what I want.
And under the Biden administration, all of the Democrats want to keep the government open, and all the Republicans said, no, not unless I get what I want.
You always try to dismiss it and say, well, because both sides do it. In this case, it is the Democrats.
Both sides do it, yes. And the Republicans refusing to negotiate on it, it's on you too. That's it. Both of you. This is the system. You guys decided to not vote for a budget. You decided not to figure out a continuing resolution. You're the ones in Congress that kicked the can down the road. You knew this was coming, and you took all that time off. Remember all that time off you took during the summer? Yeah. You didn't work on this, did you? Nope. And here we are. The assignment's due. Now it's overdue, and we're all screwed. Congratulations.
And you know what we should do, Bill?
Y'all suck.
Let's hand the power of tariffs to the same people. How about our health care? That's a good idea, too.
Again, the issue of handing the power to Congress, I still think that's better, regardless of whether or not this Congress is inept. I wouldn't give the power to the president and make him an autocrat or authoritarian because I feel that these people suck. No, the system is still solid. The system works. These people don't want it to make it work. That's on them and in part on us because guess what? We're all going to vote in the incumbents, aren't we? Yes, we are. So there's no electoral
Bill,
cost.
Like 60% of us don't even vote.
Yeah.
By the way, I did my poll.
We get what we
my
deserve.
poll on this, and people are like, "No, don't make voting mandatory."
Really? I'm interested in that one.
I don't know if you can. Some people say, "Well, we need to raise." Like right now, you just need to be a citizen in 18.
Yeah.
That's it. You get to choose.
Here's the thing: if we want to have some sort of a test before you vote, everybody who's an elected official takes it first, and all their results are public. After that, I'll sign up for your test, but you do it first. Then I'm in.
Well, the debates were hot. If you missed any of it, go to 710knus.com to download the podcast. We'll be back next week. Same old time, same old place, same spicy debates. Listening to Jeff and Bill.
Enjoy the weekend. We are KNUS. See you Monday.